Hello, and welcome back to the Cade and Joaquin Talk at You podcast with me, your host. What was supposed to be a Christopher Walken impression, but
Christopher Walken
definitely at no point turned into Christopher Walken.
No.
Who is this? This sounds like another person, though.
Someone from like the 1950s commentating like a Dodger game.
I feel like I'm Jimmy Carson for some reason.
Commentating a boxing match.
Oh, look, here comes Iron Mike coming out of the ring, hot. He's got oven mitts on. He's getting ready to punch. That's just,
yeah.
I saw this clip on Twitter today where someone was commentating over pool. They said like this guy got 4 balls in a different pocket at the same time, and the commentator literally went, "If I saw someone do that to me in a game, I think I would literally kill myself."
Oh my god!
I was like,
really?
Yeah. I was like, they aired that?
Holy shit! That's awesome.
It was so intense.
Because I know, like in Dutch,
the Netherlands.
Yeah,
It's weird that we call them the Dutch.
Yeah, I don't understand why. You can curse on air.
Oh, that's cool.
Like an interview or like commentating. Like I remember there's a F1 driver named Max Verstappen who's Dutch.
Verstappen.
Yeah,
that's a great name.
It's Verstappen, but the proper way is Verstappen. And he's Dutch, and so they have Dutch commentators. Well, it's commentators for every language on there.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously they're a little more biased towards Max because he's a god, basically.
Verstappen.
There's sometimes he'll do something and they'll commentate it, and all of a sudden in English you hear, "Holy shit!" from them, and it's like, that's amazing. I always think it's funny that there's some curse words that are just in English.
Yeah.
So like, because I know there's like in Spanish there's curse words that are just translated.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like shit or fuck or
yeah,
bitch.
they create their own
It's
versions.
just in Spanish, but it means the same exact thing. But then it's funny how like some countries or some languages say the curse word in English. I'm like, is there not like their own version for it? You know what I mean?
Do you think it was English first, or do you think they had it first?
Well, I feel like it'd be English first because they said it in English. Because they would say it in their own way.
But are we saying it in English because from our perception that is an English word, even though it could be a word in their own language?
No, because they blatantly say it in English.
Yeah, but it could also just like if say that it's in Arabic. Say they say fuck the same way we say fuck. Is fuck also an Arabic word for fuck?
No, because it's in English and it's spelled in English. Because when you see the subtitles, it just says "oh shit" or "holy shit," like it says SHIT.
Yeah, because that is the same word in both,
which is English.
But it could have not started as English.
I guarantee you there is like a like their version for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I look up shit in Dutch, it would come up as their own, like whatever it is.
Their own, like Scheisse.
But they
I don't like how you touch my tummy. No.
You don't like that?
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I do not. Ow, that just hurt. See, the cool thing is that this arm is covering your arm, so I can't see when you're going to do it. So though you're trying to get me to flinch, it's not working. Not because I'm
strong-willed. Like people touching your tummy?
In certain ways, no.
Well, like a doctor with a cold hand. They're like,
no one likes that. No one ever likes that.
Well, like your mom.
No.
Significant other?
I've never known.
If.
What if God? I don't know. I don't think I'd like anyone touching my stomach.
But this.
That I hate more than anything on this earth.
This.
No, I don't like it on that side. I don't like it on the It's the underbelly.
Okay.
It's the underbelly.
So, okay, let me try bicep. Okay, let's see. No, we're gonna, it was fine. It was fine the way it was.
This way? No, I don't like it.
Okay, so it's the bigger area.
It's the bigger area.
Okay.
Yeah. I dislike that immensely.
Interesting.
It feels
Try
like
on me.
It feels, I don't know if I can do it as well. It's like ants. Like it feels like spiders are crawling up my skin.
Doesn't bother me too much. I'm using a lot of nail though.
Yeah, I'm not
like
doing it as
I'm
well.
doing a lot of like,
you're doing the tips of your finger.
Yeah.
We should describe what we're doing to people.
Oh yeah. So what I'm doing is you
you
the back of your hand, the back part of your
Yep.
hand, and you lightly graze the
Like
other
you're
person's
barely
arm,
touching them.
like basically just your tip of your nails.
Yeah.
And a little bit tip of your finger.
Just it's like you're touching.
It doesn't
a ghost.
bother me personally. What about this?
I don't like it
either.
I don't like it.
So it's just a sensation then. You don't
I don't like that sensation.
That's fair.
It makes it feel like my hair is trying to retreat back into me. That just was a slap. That just was you.
That was
hit.
a light touch.
That one, it didn't have the same
I just had to do it
energy.
fast. I was just
the quickness of it took away from what I dislike about it.
Yeah.
God, I hope that one day we're somewhere promoting something and people just come up to me and touch me on the stomach.
Dude,
if
you
do that, wait 1 sec, I'm doing this. If you do that, I will have you arrested. I'm not joking. I will have you arrested.
I think if we ever don't see each other for a while, and I just like surprise you, that's 100% what I'm gonna do to
You're
you.
gonna touch my stomach?
No, I'm gonna do like that light finger graze on the open part of skin on you.
I thought the next thing you were gonna say was, I'm gonna have you arrested.
No, maybe depending on how you physically assault me afterwards, which I would be expecting.
It's gonna come. It's gonna come hard and fast.
But I think you'll recognize me though, because I'm the only one that would do that to you.
I like that in this scenario, I don't recognize you when you've come up to me.
Because I'll be behind you. I'll surprise you. Like you don't know I'm coming up to you. All of a sudden, you just feel in your arm like a. And you're like,
It's the worst.
I have a weird thing with tormenting people.
That's a fun thing to say.
Not like a sexual way or anything, but I think it's fun, like, not putting fear.
Okay.
Maybe it's like a close friend, just like scaring them or whatever.
Yep.
I think it's funny, like having someone play a horror game that I know is scary.
Oh, and you know all the
watching them
scares,
play
just
it.
watching them.
So great. I love that.
You hate horror stuff, though.
And it's fun watching someone else go through it too. Because I'm like, yeah, you understand.
No, we understand.
We're on the same mutual level.
So do you hate when we watch horror stuff together?
Hate it.
Because I don't react.
Usually, like, oh, I'm like, so I
have the reaction of, oh, how'd they do that?
That's so cool. I have the reaction of, this is the scariest thing I've ever experienced.
Except for when we watched it and I jumped into your lap like Scooby-Doo.
It was scary. First time watch.
First time we saw it.
Terrifying.
So scary. Speaking of, I went to the movie theater this weekend by myself, and I went to see a movie called Bodies, 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 which was pretty good.
You saw that.
You saw that?
I said, oh, you saw that.
Oh.
You were talking about it.
Yeah, I was really excited about it. But when I went into the movie theater, the guy said, "How old are you?" And I panicked.
Because you look 12.
I was like, oh, fuck. How old am I? And then I was like, I'm 19. And then when he was talking to me, because I'd never been asked at the movie theater how old I was when I went to see a movie. He's like, yeah, this movie's rated NC-17, which it was not. It was a light R at best. And then I was sitting there, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I just lied to you. I'm 20. I didn't remember I was 20 until halfway through this conversation.
That is very weird.
And then he wasn't like, okay, like making sure. He was never like, look, let me see your ID. I was like, I'm 20. I swear. And then he let me go. And I was like, this was a weird. He was also like 25. So I was like, why are you fucking.
He doesn't give a shit.
Why? I was like, why
he probably
are you
just had to ask.
me?
He probably just had to.
No one's ever done it before.
Has he ever worked? Has that guy ever?
I've seen him before. I saw him when I went to see Superman.
It's not his
but
first time,
was different. Yeah, I just thought it was weird because in my whole time of going to see movies. Also, I would like to say horror movies don't affect me. But what does affect me is in a theater during a theater during a horror film.
Okay, Mr. President.
When someone gets up and walks out during a tense part, fuck you.
Are you serious? That freaks you out?
There should be an unwritten, unspoken contract that you're not allowed to do that because I think you're going to do some freaky shit. Also, what freaked me out, when I bought my ticket to see Bodies, 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 I was the only one in that theater, and then I was sitting there and I was like, oh, fuck, I don't want to watch a horror movie alone in a public place. And then some people came in and I was like, oh great. But then someone did the fucking thing where they walk out during the tense part and I was like, that person's gonna come back in here and fucking kill us. I guarantee you that person's gonna come back in with a knife, a scissors, and he's a scissors, and he's gonna
like one
fuck
part
up
of
something.
a scissor.
Yeah, he had it's like a relationship goal that he and his significant other just had, where they broke the scissor in half. I'd often just think about if I had the Omnitrix, what I would do at school.
You wouldn't go to school. I wouldn't go to school anymore.
Ben still went to school.
I'd be
until he was
homeschooled.
public, and then why'd you be homeschooled?
Because fuck going to school. I can do whatever I want.
Ben got a pass though. Eventually, they were like, if there's shit, you can just leave.
Yeah, but then I'd waste my time. Still get up early in the morning. Like I'd rather be a well-rested superhero.
Well, eventually he just
7 o'clock.
stopped. When he was like 17, he just stopped.
Exactly. I would be homeschooled. Get a
Well,
GED.
He didn't.
I would just get a GED eventually.
Ben doesn't even get a GED. He goes and visits Gwen at college one weekend, and they give him an honorary doctorate.
That's bullshit. Fuck that guy. I know someone in the crowd was like,
Gwen was not
fuck him.
happy.
Understandably so. She's working hard for that shit. And fucking bitch ass Ben just walked in like, yeah, I got one for free, bitch.
Yeah, he left a doctor.
I didn't pay no money for this shit.
No money.
No tears. Nothing. Now I'm gonna go fuck up Bill Gax. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'd be so upset.
I wouldn't.
If I was a student there,
Everyone was into it, except for Gwen and Kevin.
I would hate that.
You'd hate that?
I'm like, I'm in so much debt right now. Like, I've spent so much money.
So
on
much
things.
money. And this
my
fucker-
mental health, gone. And this fucking dude could walk in and
He
be like,
strolls in with his furry companion, and all of a sudden he's a doctor.
Fuck
He's a
that guy.
doctor.
Fuck that
It's
guy.
not even just you have a college degree, you are a doctor.
Technically,
Tector?
I don't know what. that was an accent.
Doctector.
Technically, you're a doctor. Yes.
Who do you think was the lowest, like the most picked on in the doctor schools? I think everyone was like, vets are off limits. Like, you're not going to pick on a vet.
Everyone likes their pets.
Everyone likes their pets. I think that people are. I think that dentists are like the creepy goth
doctors.
kids. Huh?
Feet doctors.
You all feet doctors?
You're like, oh, you little weirdo.
Yeah.
You're like, feet.
Feet or butt?
There's not a butt doctor.
There's a
you're
butt
right.
doctor.
You're right. But that's kind of more like most like doctors just know how to do that.
So do you think that
Like, there's like a very like specific level to where like procedures need to be done. That yes, okay, but not every
doctor.
like you don't go to a proctologist's office to get a prostate exam. You just go to your nurse. I mean, you go to your
nurse, your own
what
nurse.
It's called? It's
primal care physician.
Your primary care. You go to primary care. Yeah.
Do you think that the butt doctor guys, they were like, he's too far gone. We can't.
No, because that's important. Like, yeah, your feet are important, but like you're like you chose your feet, dog. Like, come on, like. You chose to study feet.
Oh, what you doing in there, guy?
Now, you're a little weirdo.
And do you think that like the vagina doctors is almost what I said. The gynecologists are like
that
the
one's a little.
quarterbacks?
I think it depends on how important the part of the body is.
Yeah.
It's like, don't get me wrong. If I was a girl, I would not want a male gynecologist checking me out. Not checking me out as like a romantic way. I mean, checking me out as like checking out my shit.
If I was a girl and there was a gynecologist checking me out in a romantic way, I'd be all in on that. Because I don't gotta fucking pay to get my vagina inspected.
I would only want it to be a girl though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I was a girl, because that would make me feel more comfortable.
Yeah, it feels weird if it's a guy. I understand.
A guy just searching around your cooch like a fucking lost sack.
Yeah, there's like a fucking spoon. It's like
don't want that.
You feel them scraping.
Don't want that. Like doctors got to be desensitized to most things like that. Like genitals, they have to be desensitized because they look at genitals all the time.
It's just like a sensor bar at that point.
Because like for like a normal person like me and you, genitals and that kind of stuff are all
doctors are not normal.
They're not. That's a whole subset of human capability that not everyone has.
Yeah.
You know?
It takes a lot to be a doctor.
It does. Like genitals are like special things. Like not ours. Uh-huh. That's why it has like that attractiveness towards them.
Yeah, but every doctor is always like
sees them all the time. So like there's no like sure they get horny. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Not like they don't get horny.
Yeah.
But there has to be a difference, you know?
There's gotta be a point also where you're like a children's doctor and you gotta go home and that you're like,
Daddy, why tell me hurts? I don't care. Ask
I don't
your
give
mom.
a shit. Don't talk
care.
to me right now. And she's like, Dad, but you promised that if
are you paying me? Susie, are you paying me?
You said that if
Susie, are you paying me right now?
I ate all my chicken dinosaur
Susie,
chicken nuggets.
will you pay me to do this?
I mean, it's your money.
Then I don't care. Then walks away. Go crying to mommy.
And then she fucking dies because she had cancer.
Yep. That would suck, dude.
Imagine being that dad like, oh my God. What did I don't care. I was off duty.
Well, I think they have them, what's it called? The
Hippocratic Oath.
Hippocratic Oath. They have to, no matter what. Even if it's your kid. You have to no matter what.
Even if it's your kid.
I'm just saying, even if it's your
that's
kid.
not gonna be extra incentive.
Even if it's your kid, you gotta do the job.
I like the idea that it being your child makes you be like, fuck. I gotta see you at home too. Why are you here? I don't want to help you.
Fuck, I'll help you at home. What the fuck?
Just fuck.
You're paying money for this. What are we doing? You just came after hours.
Are you on my insurance right now?
This is your mom's insurance.
Are you fucking...
She's like, honey, we have the same insurance.
God, it's fucking... We got limited numbers on that plan.
I don't care how much I get paid. It's not that good.
I don't like it.
Insurance sucks, man.
Look, I'm a fucking...
That bitch Flo lied.
What's Farmers? Is that an insurance?
We are farmers.
Boom, 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 boom. Is that insurance?
Yeah, it's farmers insurance.
Okay, I didn't know if that was insurance or housing, like a realtor thing.
It's housing. Like, it's housing, but I think it's maybe vehicles as well. It is vehicles. I remember seeing a commercial with some guy's car got hit by a tree. The car was perfectly stationary. The fucking tree was drunk late at night on a Saturday. 2:45 in the morning.
So much sap.
It was flying down the interstate. Went straight into the car.
Oh man, that guy had a bad fucking. He left a bush on it.
Thank God no one was in that tree.
Yeah. Oh my God.
No. 3 raccoons and a squirrel died that night. The car totally fine. I saw a video of this fucking like what are the big ass snakes in like the Amazon?
An anaconda?
Yeah, like the massive versions of them. And it was like a person was eaten inside of one.
Standing straight up.
And they cut open the anaconda, and you see the person's head, and like they pull out the head, they pull out the chest and arms from it. I'm like,
were they okay?
I'm gonna say it again. Ready? They pull out the head.
Yes.
Then they pull out the chest.
Well, that's how the body is built.
No, they pull out the head.
Oh.
Then the chest.
Separately.
Then the arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was still thinking he was standing upright.
No. What the fuck? He got eaten by an anaconda.
There was a video. Not a video. There was a whole documentary.
You know what's terrifying? Sorry, that me saying that to you actively almost gave me a panic attack. Because that sounds... I started thinking about it while you were talking. And that started freaking me out so much, man. Imagine that. What was that guy doing? Like, what was he doing in the fucking forest?
How did he get
what
there?
was he doing?
How did he get in that situation?
Because the moment you see that fucking thing, you're dead.
You're dead.
You're dead.
You can't do
anything. It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too big, too fast. You're fucked, dude. You're fucked. It don't matter what you have. Yeah, a gun? Fuck. Oh, you can try.
I've never seen you react like
dude,
this
like,
to
you're
anything.
fucked, man.
You're fucked.
Like, that's so terrifying
There was
to me.
You aren't gonna like this. There was a documentary.
Dude, I have wig right now. Like I have such massive wig.
There's a documentary where a man made a suit of armor so he could get eaten by a snake.
I've seen that.
You've seen that? Why would you of all people watch that?
What the fuck? It's like something so crazy you need to watch it.
Yeah.
Granted, I couldn't watch a lot of it.
Yeah.
But he lived, surprisingly.
Yeah.
He had the suit of armor on. I'm like, what the fuck are you thinking?
It's an insane
It's just
choice.
the thought process, like, yeah, we know what, like a snake's whole thing like coils around you and it constricts, right? Imagine how much constriction it gives when it's just inside of you. I mean, when you're inside of it.
When you're down and dirty with that snake.
That is so gross. That is so gross. But imagine how much it constrict. It can constrict its muscles when it's just not like coiling.
Someone's definitely had a snake inside them. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
100% because it's the Earth and Earth is fucked up. They do that so like I almost like actually started freaking out when I was thinking about the whole snake shit.
Saw
because like they're like pulling the guy out. I'll show you just so you can see it.
I don't want to see it.
You do.
I don't.
Why?
Because it's a corpse.
Yeah, I thought horror shit doesn't scare you.
This is real life.
Take a big gulp. ASMR gulp. Ooh, hold on, I want to try.
Okay, I'm glad. I hope everyone at home loves this part of the podcast.
Ooh,
that was good.
That was good. That sounded good.
Everybody at home, rate our gulps 8 to 10.
Eight to 10. What a specific. No answer's bad at that point. You got 3 options. None of it's gonna be bad.
You can't give us anything below an 8. You can't go above a 10.
Nothing will always be a good
It's
rating.
always a positive.
It's always
I
a positive.
always wanted it to be
There's
good.
a point where it's like, give me a fucking 8. Why can't I get a 9, bitch?
Dude.
I knew a guy named Trace. Old man in Dread Outback. Good lad.
Good job, Trace. I'm glad that you really got somewhere. You came to America with a dream, become the manager of an Outback Steakhouse, and you got there.
Welcome to Outback Steakhouse.
Welcome
To Outback Steakhouse.
Land of the free. Home of the brave.
God bless Australia.
They should have 3 movies on repeat in there. Crocodile Dundee, Crocodile Dundee 2, and then Wolf Creek.
You would think they'd play like Australian music in it. They just play country
They just
music.
play regular music. Yeah, it's a weird. It's like it feels like you're just going to like a Texas Roadhouse.
It's literally Texas Roadhouse is American Outback.
yeah,
Like I walked into Texas Roadhouse a couple months ago and I was like, this is literally just Outback,
yeah.
but with American decor everywhere.
It's the same thing. That's
Same
what
exact
makes
thing.
the government come for
Even
us.
they have a bloomin' onion, their own version of bloomin' onion. They have the steaks all the same ones. They don't have they definitely got Australian certain like steak
Yeah,
at Outback. They don't sell that, but they sell an American version. I don't remember what it's called.
this
but
is what's going to get the government on our asses.
I hope it does because this needs to be solved.
Everybody,
Like, why has no one like actually been upset about that? Like at Outback or Texas Roadhouse, you know?
I don't think there's enough Texas Roadhouses for people to make the connection.
The moment I walked in, it was the first thing I thought, man.
Isn't Texas Roadhouse also fucking for some reason? The whole floor is covered in peanuts.
No, what?
What is that location? That's
I
a
don't know.
place. That's a thing.
They
Where
have amazing bread at Texas Roadhouse.
I've
though.
heard they have good
They have bread
bread.
in like a cinnamon butter, dude. Amazing.
There's this fucking restaurant where they give you peanut shells and they encourage you to throw them on the floor. Imagine going there allergic to peanuts, you would die instantly. You just go in and immediately like you go,
Restaurant
oh great,
dead.
I feel the
Yeah.
anaphylactic shock.
gives
The breathing
you
has stopped and now I am
peanuts.
dead on the floor.
They Texas Roadhouse.
knew
When I went, they only gave us bread.
They probably have stopped in COVID
Probably.
because that's gross.
You know what my mom pronounces peanuts?
how?
Peanuts.
That makes sense. Peanuts. I
But
have
she'll
family
say
members
it.
who say that.
And she says it fast
Yeah, we
enough.
say it's fat penis.
And it's penis. It's
Yeah.
so funny. Everyone in my house just goes, what? What'd you say? She's like, peanuts. I was like, Mom, why do you say that? That's vulgar language. She's like, what? Peanuts? I'm like, Ma! Stop, man.
You can't go around screaming penis.
There's children around here.
You should get her to say. You should play the penis game with her, but it's peanuts. You say, "Have you heard of this game, Mom?" Where you just
Peanuts
say
game?
peanuts for as loud as you can.
You start screaming.
Peanuts. And she's
Have
like,
you ever played the penis game?
"Yeah,
Like actually played it before?
yeah, I won."
That's not surprising, actually. Because I would always like go.
I like that you had this moment of, oh yeah.
I had a friend who would always like we played the penis game at lunch, and he always made me to go first.
Made you go first?
Yeah, and I would go like penis and the top of his lungs, just hard yell penis, and he knew it because he always embarrassed me. Everyone would look because you get quiet. Like there's not a worse feeling than a busy lunchroom filled with like
Where you can hear a pin drop.
it just gets quiet. All the eyes are on you, bro. My shirt like like the head part expanded in size over that ear because I put my head in my
Why do
shirt
you guys play the penis game so much?
because he thought it was so funny. He thought it was hilarious. He was like, if I didn't say yes, oh okay, I'll start then. Then just yell penis. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, stop.
I don't know why this reminded me of this, but I remember in middle school there was a kid who came up to me one day and said, "You know what, Cade? You've gotten really fat." And immediately I was just like, "Wow,
What the fuck? That's so mean, but it's so funny.
Oh, my camera died.
Damn, that's gonna be a sucky episode for you then. This is the
Yeah.
Joaquin episode now.
Well, this has happened.
This is the Joaquin Power Hour.
Oh my god, we got half the episode left.
Joaquin Power. Oh, of course. There's no reaction for that. Damn.
So when that kid called me fat, I was really like, wow, because this guy was also my friend. Like, I'd done stuff with him before, like hung out with him and other stuff. You know, we killed someone legally at a shooting range. They had a whole dangerous game situation. It was very fun. But he came up to me and just said, "You're really fat." And I was like, all right, fuck you, guy. Like, wow.
You said that?
No, I was just in shock. I remember my friend Ireland came up and she was like, okay, well, we're just going to walk away from this situation.
That's so weird.
It was very weird.
It's mean. I call my friends fat, but it was like a joke.
It was.
I never call my friends actually fat.
Yeah.
I just go like, you big motherfucker. And if something happens, I'll say that.
Uh-huh.
Like if he falls, makes a big noise, or if he like jumps on the bed and everyone flies off or something like that. There's been times I'm on an air mattress with my friend.
Oh, it's
an
an air mattress.
And he jumps on it and I literally get air.
That's
I'm like, damn, you
fun.
big motherfucker, relax. I feel bad fat shaming.
Yeah, it's an awful thing to do.
Mainly because like my sister when we were younger was a little bit like, just a little bit, not even that much bigger. But she was very sensitive about it, which is understandable.
Yeah, even if you're just a little above
and
what you're
my
sensitive
parents,
about it.
if I said even anything remotely, like even if I didn't
Goddamn.
call.
Sorry, I really thought you were about to say, and my parents were ruthless.
No, they weren't, because if I said anything remotely near it, like I think I might have called Zoe a fat bitch once in my life. I mean, we had a bad argument. I called her that. That understanding, you can't do that.
You can't do that. It's just me.
But like, if I said anything related to it, I would get so much trouble. It wasn't even being mean. I mean, you were just messing around. I would get actual trouble. Which I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong, because it's bad to fat shame people.
Correct.
But like, it trained me from like, you're like, that's like, you can't do racism. Fine, you can't. As a joke.
Yep.
People.
Good clarification.
But they got on my ass about that, man.
Yeah.
That was like the big one. It's like, obviously they said you can't be racist or like homophobic or whatever, all that kind of stuff. Like, obviously.
I feel
But
like
that was like one of like the big four for me as a kid of the no-nos.
what's number 4? No racism, no homophobia, don't fat shame.
Sexism.
Oh, that makes sense. That's a good 4.
Then tying your shoes is number 5.
That's it. That makes sense. Did they teach you about aglets?
What?
Did they teach you about aglets?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know what?
Phineas and Ferb told me about that.
Okay, good. Everybody, do you know what just occurred to me?
What?
We are in a very select generation of people who witnessed the Phineas and Ferb Aglet episode and song, which is a fucking great song that everybody should listen to. But there is like people above, like 3 years above us and 3 years below us, I would say. They don't know what a fucking aglet is.
We're in that fucking, we're talking about earlier with
Yeah,
Isaac.
we were.
We're like, our generation of Gen Z is it's like its own bracket. Like,
Yeah.
we aren't millennials.
We're the
but we
aglet
aren't-
bracket.
I don't want to be.
I want to be
I
Team
don't-
Aglet.
I don't want to.
I want to be
I
Team
don't-
Aglet. Let's get it. Hashtag Team Aglet.
I don't want that as our title.
I want it.
That one sucks.
Why?
It's Gen Y.
Why? That's so much boring than.
Before Z.
But it's
And why are millennials just millennials?
their generation Y.
But why are they called millennials?
I don't know. Oh
I'm looking it
no!
up.
It's probably because they entered the new millennium.
That makes sense. I'm just gonna look though. Around the time of the millennium. Yeah, that makes sense.
So smart I am. So smart I am.
Why don't we get a cool name, man?
Because our generation just ended. Generally, you get the name.
Gen Z's over.
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
I think
What's the
it
next gen?
ended. I don't know. Cyberforce.
Bro, I would be actively upset.
It was Cyberforce.
Like, that's so cool.
That's really cool. We got fucking.
2012 it ended.
It what?
Yeah.
Gen Z ended in 2012.
It's been over, bro. It's just been done.
That can't be true.
I'm
Generation's
looking at it
20
right now.
years.
Yeah.
That
1997 and 2012.
That can't be possibly.
looking at it
true.
right now.
What generation are we in then?
Gen Z. 1997
No,
and 2012.
currently. What are the children now called?
oh.
Is it Cyberforce?
If it's fucking Cyberforce, bro. Generation Alpha. That
That's
sounds cool.
cooler.
Man, this is some bullshit, man.
That's cooler. I still think that Alpha generation just started. Like, I feel like it was 2019 when that started.
2010 and 2024. It's Generation Alpha.
What the fuck?
Dude,
Why?
what the fuck are we?
Why
What
is
are we
Gen
then?
Z so short?
Just fuck Gen Z. That's
Yeah,
why.
apparently.
All generations names.
And they're gonna show that
And
little bracket
years.
from 1997 to 2004. That's the Aglet generation.
Really hope not, man.
It's catching on. It's gonna catch on.
A nickname we also have is Centennials.
Centennials?
Yeah.
Why?
Generation Z ended from 1997 to 2012.
Okay.
So that's end of Gen Z.
Most sources seem to be saying that.
Or either Gen Z,
Look, either
iGen,
you're in
iGen.
Cyberforce.
iGen, because internet.
iGen? That's
iGen.
what we are?
That's another nickname for us.
That's
Or
dumb.
Centennials.
We should be Aglet Generation. Or Cyberforce. Somebody should have pitched Cyberforce at some meeting in Congress.
They're not giving like a clear cut.
I think it's because generations are kind of made up.
They are.
Like there's sectors of people who shit blocks together.
But they're different. Because it's just the generations you grew up in are very different.
Yeah.
Like our growing up is way different than 90s.
Yep.
And 90s different than 80s.
Yep.
90s and 80s a little bit similar, but like towards the late end of the 90s it gets way different.
Yeah.
I just think because there's such a big gap between like parents and children.
Yeah.
So like old people and young people. There's like they're completely different. I think that's why you have to.
Well, yeah, like
Change 'em.
kids, adults, and old people. That's all very different.
Yeah.
But then anything kind of in between, there's like in between people who are like transitioning. Where I think that's where it gets
Like we were
confusing.
born in a transition period.
Yeah,
That's why we're kind of in a weird
we're in
Gap.
the.
Aglet group.
Yes, we are.
So we were born in that weird gap, you know?
Yep.
Because if you talk to someone that maybe is like 4 years, 5 years younger than us, they didn't watch Phineas and Ferb.
Nope.
They didn't watch
They
Ben 10.
didn't.
They didn't watch
They
SpongeBob.
could have watched Ben 10.
The new one.
Yeah,
Probably.
Well, there was also so much. There's a lot of jumping.
True,
on
but they
points.
didn't jump on the train in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I stopped paying attention
Devil
during that.
Trigger.
No, that was such a concern. You said it so concerned. I'm just staring at like your shade, your 5 o'clock shadow.
I literally shaved today.
Yeah, it's your 5 o'clock shadow. Because you know what that is, right?
That's where you haven't shaved.
No, it's when you have shave and it grows in. You shave in the morning at 5 o'clock. The shadow comes in of all the little hair follicles that come back.
Oh, I didn't.
Because you just have like gray line and like a grayish green line right here. It's like I'm just staring at it. It's like, why'd you rather have that than just facial hair? I just don't get that, you know?
I always thought 5 o'clock shadow was just what you had when you haven't shaved in a little bit and you have stuff on there.
When you shave in the morning around 5 o'clock, your hair is growing back enough throughout the day to where it creates that little hint, that gleam to
Okay,
it.
well, I shaved at 4 p.m.
Fuck. It's just a term.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I've heard people call it that.
I don't think that's what 5 o'clock shadow is.
The beginning of the beard that shows up late in the afternoon of the face of a man who has not shaved since morning.
Never heard of that.
Like it's just so funny that you'd rather have that than just.
I look gross and dirty with facial hair.
Do not. You look good.
I don't agree.
You look good.
I don't think
You
I
do.
look good.
I like facial hair. That's why. If you have unkept, but your hair is not, your facial hair is never long enough to look unkept.
Because also, so much of my
Cut that part. Get the mustache. You need a mustache.
I need
A mustache would fit you so well.
You think a mustache would fit
I think a
me?
mustache would fit your personality and your face so fucking well. It would fit so well.
Did you think I looked good with
Like
a
a
mustache
Ted Lasso
when I was
mustache?
Carl Vinneman?
Not that thick, a little bit thinner.
Mhm.
So not a Ted Lasso mustache, but a mustache would look so good on you.
I can't physically grow a mustache, I don't think.
If you just let it grow, you can.
Yeah.
So also you have to point out you've shaved it so often, it's gonna come back way thicker.
But it's like a pedo mustache for a long time.
So to grow through it.
I don't want to look like that.
It doesn't look like a pedo mustache either, by the way.
What doesn't?
It doesn't look like that when you have it in there. Like when you just have that little mustache going
Uh-huh.
on. No, it doesn't look like a pedo mustache.
I feel like I'd look. I
It
feel like I
doesn't.
look weird.
You don't. It looks. I think you would look way better with a mustache.
What did you, Carl Vinneman? That's their
That's
point.
too thick.
It's too thick.
That's Ron Burgundy level mustache.
It was a big
I think it'd be
mustache.
funny, but you'd be funny like a nice like one that you can curl at the ends. The little
Like
like
a hipster mustache.
not like I'm not saying that's the length you should go for, but like if you have just like that thin level of it, so it's not the pedo mustache because the pedo mustache is also very like small,
Straggly.
right above the lip.
Yeah.
Your hair goes up to here.
It goes
So
up
as
to
long
my
as
nose.
as long as it goes up to your nose, you are fine,
Uh-huh.
completely fine. But if you have that little lip grazer, then you're going to pedo level.
Yeah.
You don't have that,
I do not.
so you'll be fine.
Why
Nice.
do you think I would look good with a mustache?
I think it'll complete your face. Make you look 20 a little bit.
What age do I look right now?
16. 15, 16.
Okay.
You obviously look older because you have like more physical features of a man.
Yeah.
But like
that's the first time anyone's ever said that to me.
you do, you don't look like you look at most 17.
Okay.
You can pass for 17. That's probably the guy.
That's probably why that guy
You're
carded
gonna
me.
turn 21, and for the rest of your life, people are gonna ask you for your ID at a drink to get a
Yeah.
drink, no matter
Unless
what.
I have a mustache.
It's your mustache.
So you think I'm gonna look 17 for like the rest of my life?
100%.
Yeah.
Well, then eventually every dude comes to a point where they fill out their face.
Yeah.
So eventually you'll look.
And I'll get gray hair. So
Obviously, yeah.
that'll
When you're
help.
72, you're not gonna look fucking 17 years old.
Yeah, that'd be so
But
creepy. I would hate
I would
that.
hate- yeah.
I would fucking hate that. I would like a beer. ID, old man.
Your dad said how impressed he was with my performance in
Oh
Immortality.
yeah, he did. Yeah,
I was like,
it was
thank
a really
you. I
nice
was like, thank
compliment.
you.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, I'm like, that made me feel
people
good.
comment your performance in Immortality all the time.
I hate it. I hate my performance in that movie.
Okay,
I don't like any performance I do in anything I've been.
correct.
It just makes me an actor. But that's just how it always is.
Yeah, that's just every actor's perspective. I wonder
Yeah.
how Audrey feels about her performance. I haven't asked.
She basically played herself though, so it's a little bit easier
Yeah.
to like play yourself with something. When we did Kickflip, I felt like I did great because I was just playing myself.
Kickflip, by the way, is our only film that's never been made and probably will never be made.
I hope one day we talk about Kickflip when you're like really popular, and everyone's like, release the Cade cut of Kickflip.
That's the regular cut.
Yeah. Well, this is because like just the
Yeah.
meme of it.
Here's the good thing that came out of Kickflip. We had to wear microphones on that because we were so far away from the camera and everything, and we were taping it to us, and we decided, we should shave our chest, and I was the only one who did it, because then
Why would I do that?
yeah, but I thought it was a good idea, so I did it, and I'm so happy I did. I love being a smooth boy who's part of the Aglet Generation.
I hate the way you said smooth boy.
I knew you did.
Maybe like that. Like, there's only a couple times where someone says something that physically made me hurt.
I
almost threw up.
Right now,
You said that.
boy.
Because I'm just thinking about like, when you shave and
Yeah.
it's at that point where you touch your face and it feels fucking weird when it grows back just a little bit.
Yeah,
I can't imagine that my entire body.
you get used to it.
I hate it.
It's itchy for like the first two
No,
times.
not the itch. Just that feeling
Oh.
of like touching that little area you shaved. And it's just so it just fucking feels so microscopic. You're like, it feels weird touching it. I hate that. I can imagine on my entire chest.
I like it a lot more than hair there, comparatively.
Be a man, Cade. Just be a fucking man.
I don't
right?
like the hair there.
Just be a man.
I dislike it immensely. I've also come up with a genius plan, by the way, a genius idea that everybody I'm allowing you to take. I want credit, but everybody's allowed to do it. What you do
I'm waiting for you to say it.
is you go into the shower and you need to shave.
Oh, I thought you said what you do. I'm like, I don't know. I'm waiting for you to say it.
What you do, you go into the shower, and this is for manscaping purposes. You have to shave your fucking groin.
Okay, that's normal.
Yeah, but you don't want...
Do you shave your nuts with a razor?
No, I use a...
Okay, me too.
Like,
Beard trimmer?
Yeah. But I'm also not, like... I get really nervous about shaving my nuts. I get so...
I trim it enough.
I do it just enough.
Like, I put the biggest guard on it, and I just get enough towards like, okay, not fucking...
It's not gross.
Yeah, we're good.
I like get... And then I'm like... I go for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, it's good enough. It's good enough.
Yeah.
But here's what you do.
One more question. What about the hair that grows on your penis?
I get
towards the
that.
stem?
I get that.
That freaks me out so bad.
That... I
Wait,
don't
with like a straight razor?
With a straight razor.
Like the one that's on your penis.
Yeah.
Like on that bottom part near
The bottom part where it's like a little weird, like
where it
bearded dragon
connects to
area.
the nutsack. That
I
connection.
straight razor that. The one from the barber shop.
Shake my hand. That you are a man among men. That needs to be documented right now.
Look at how you've changed positions on the manliness spectrum.
I'm so deathly afraid to do that.
I do that all the time. Here's the other thing that I do.
I need people to know, like who are not watching this, people who are not watching my face right now. My jaw's dropped.
It's actively
I'm
dropped.
astounded.
I just do it. It's easy.
It sounds so scary.
I'm not that scared. You pull your dick nice and tight.
Right to your stomach. And you just
And then you just... It's like you're shucking corn.
even with the fucking like a beard trimmer, that freaks me out. Sorry, continue your thing.
What you do, you're shaving down there, and you don't want the hair's getting everywhere. This is a problem that's happened to everyone. We should do this on Good Morning America. We should get on Good Morning America to promote this.
You know, Shark Tank.
Yes, we should. Here's what you do. Oh, we could take this.
You're not even like pitching like a product.
No,
You're
I
just-
am about to. I'm about to.
Oh, okay.
What you do, if you have a dog, you take a dog poop bag into the shower, and then you dump the hair into the poop bag, because then you aren't clogging up your drain. You aren't getting your gross pubic hair all over your grubby little hands. You aren't getting wet things just everywhere. It keeps it dry, but you still get the wetness from the shower to shave down there. It solves every problem, and you just tie it up, and you put it in your trash can. It looks like you put a little poopy in your trash can, or you take it outside. Sharks, I'm asking for $10 million.
This is the worst idea I've ever heard in my life.
Why?
Because the fucking drain issue is solved so easily.
With what?
Drano. The fucking thing you put down there, the snake thing.
Now you don't have to buy that.
That's not a major issue.
Let's go to the shark. Let's ask the sharks.
I want Mark Cuban to slap you in the face right now.
You want Mark Cuban to slap me in the face?
And I would handshake Mark
What
Cuban.
if I called it the nutsack?
Even worse.
How is that worse? That's a
It is
great
so
branding.
bad.
That's a great branding.
The idea is awful. I'm sorry.
What?
The idea is awful.
I did it, and it's great.
You did this?
That's how I preface.
You did this?
Yes!
This is the same man that eats chicken wings with gloves on. To say that.
I feel like you've
masses.
changed a lot of your opinions on me in a quick amount of time on this episode of podcast.
The manliness. Give me the handshake back. Give me.
No,
give me.
I earned
give me.
that.
Give
I
me
earned the handshake. I earned that handshake.
Give it back.
Ow,
Give it
don't
back.
touch
Give it
me.
back.
Stop
Give it back.
touching me.
Give it back. That is so weird.
Why is that weird? I've only done it once. And it's just because I had a poop bag in there.
You're like, let me try it.
Yes.
So why? Explain. Give me your reasons on why you did it.
Because I don't want to have...
Go A, then B.
I don't like the pubic hair touching my hands. B,
why?
Because it feels gross.
That's what the water is for.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't want it all up in there. I don't want, if other people have to, I don't want if other people have to use my shower. C, the hair sometimes, it's too long sometimes, and
Do you pee in the shower?
Yeah.
Then don't pee in the shower anymore, and people want to use your shower.
Everybody pees in the shower, though.
Everybody shaves in the shower, too. And puts the hair down the drain.
Yeah, but the pubic hair, it's gross.
Not really. Everyone has it.
Everyone has it, but
if you shit in the shower, yeah, that's gross.
Yes, it is.
But
I don't want people to have to deal with the pubic hair.
Who?
If they're in there and then I didn't clean it well enough and it's just there.
That's your own fault then. Just clean it better. Has this happened to you?
No.
So you're just like...
I'm planning for the future.
Just drain... Fuck, you have to... It comes off the top. You just... The water... Your shower head comes off, right?
Correct.
Then just fucking throw it down the drain.
But I don't want to have to clog up my drain.
That's where you fucking get the snake thing or Drano. The snake thing, I understand that's gross because you put it in there, run around, come in and take it off, right? Drano, just pour it down there.
But the problem exists. I have to tell a story now that's not mine.
No, we're gonna keep going. Explain your rest of your reasons first before you get to that story. So we're on B.
B. I don't want it to affect other people. See, I just it doesn't go down the drain all the time. It's gross.
Because if it's clogged, if your drain's clogged, sure.
I got a monster down there. It's like an octopus.
Yeah, your hair from your body.
Correct.
Because you shave your entire body almost. Not entire. You don't do your arms.
No, I do like you know.
So chest down.
It's
excluding your arms.
It's like a women's swimsuit area, like a one-piece women's swimsuit.
I hate you sometimes.
I'm gonna share a story that's not my own now. When Audrey lived in her apartment, she one time went to pee, and when she opened the toilet, she found one of her roommate's boyfriend's pubic hair in the toilet. And they had not flushed the toilet. It was just sitting in there.
Ooh.
It was like she was in war. You could hear the tinnitus through the front of like, you won't believe what just happened to me.
That's bad. That's bad.
It was gross.
Doing a toilet, I don't understand.
I don't either.
That's just, you have to straddle the toilet and then shave. If you stand just in front of it, you're going to drop some on the floor.
Yeah.
So you have to straddle the toilet so it all just drops down.
Yeah.
That was for me, I'm just hairy everywhere.
Yes.
I have to shave a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I shave, like my area, it's like the main area, then above it and to the sides of it.
Yeah, I gotta do that too.
Like the leg
There's
towards
a whole
the thigh.
bikini area, yeah.
Because I'm just so hairy. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I think is funny?
What?
Our friend, I don't know if we say his name.
Uh-huh.
This is probably the first episode he's going to listen to. He says he listens to the show now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad this is the things we've been talking about.
Yeah, well, this is a good jump into the deep end with Cade and Joaquin.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's no shallow end episodes.
I mean, everyone does it.
Yeah, everybody fucks.
Everyone does. It's just funny. Like this is what we talk about
all the time.
Not all the time.
Every time you show up to my house, I ask you, how's your maintenance down there?
awful.
Yeah, and then you
I've been out of
take off your
business.
pants, you unscrew your penis, and you show me the little robot area you got down there, and you're like, oh,
Working furiously.
the fucking clog is in there again.
Yeah.
I had to get the bobby pin just to keep the penis on, and I'm like, oh, I know what that's like, guy.
That thought hurt me.
The bobby pin penis?
Bobby pin to keep your penis in place.
There's a little necklace down there.
Oh my God. Thank God. I wanted that bit to die.
You wanted to die?
I did.
Great.
George.